You know, playing so much Zen, and like sitting in the back all the time, it can get kind of boring. But I do want to get this series over with, as fast as I can, so I am playing it, grinding it out quite a bit. Maybe to spice things up, and I wouldn't do this to get to Grandmaster, but I could go for some crazier flanks. We'll see. I'll see how it goes. But just a disclaimer, like, personally, I think to climb, you just don't need to flank. Well, you only do something different if you're not winning. Then that means that you need to switch something up. And with Zen, that can mean a flank. Or it can mean just randomly transing, even if your team is all like full health. Or not necessarily full health, but like they're not critical. You just trans and you move forward. That's called an aggressive trans. Okay, I'm gonna try a flank. Ooh, it's working. As long as they don't notice me, I'm gonna keep going. Wow, maybe I should flank more. It really works. What the fuck? Dude. I should just flank all the way to, Diamond at least. Until they finally start paying attention. See, like, what they would do, like, if they were better, is Mercy would whip out that pistol, Ana would sleep me, Ana would nade me. I would die so fast. But, in this elo, we can get away with it. You know what? We can get away with this. Why not? We can get away with it. Get away with it. I'm gonna trans. Why not? Just do it. Can we get more? Can we get more? Kill the Zarya. We get more. She has no bubble. Zarya's one. I think my team said something, but I don't know what. Okay, you know what? Apparently no one on my team wants to push the payload, so I'll go push it. But I kind of want to go flank again. If Zarya's going to stay on the payload, that means I can go flank. And I won't just lose the game because no one's pushing the payload. Oh god! Oh god, help, help. I'm gonna press X so my healer knows that I'm here. If I didn't press X, I could have died there. Pressing X carries games, boys. If you really do need the healing. If you don't, you can distract your healer from someone who isn't pressing X. So if you don't really need the healing before someone else, don't press X. Pressing X, in my opinion, as a healer main, is a last resort. Oh god, it's the Winston. See how I couldn't bubble him the whole time until bubble was down? That's how OP shields are. I couldn't discord him until his bubble was down. I mean, sometimes they peek out of the bubble and I can land a discord there, so I was spamming E, but I didn't manage to land it. I think he did peek out of the bubble for an insta-second. But I couldn't react fast enough. Okay, we're going for the flank, boys. Not much of a flank. No one's pushing the cart. I'm gonna have to go push the cart. I think oh, someone's actually contesting the cart. Yeah, I have to stay in the cart or else I will lose this game. Because no one will kill the ball. At least not Orisa alone, because my team doesn't want to stay on the cart. Okay. Now, it's a viable time to trans. Oh god, hide behind a corner, so Bob loses line of sight. Sometimes that gets your team killed though, so only do that if you really need to. Where are the enemies? Where are the enemies? When you're in a grav, the only defense is to get kills. So it's very important not to lose your cool. You just get more kills in the grav. A lot of players, once they're in grav, they just give up. I'm healing the Mercy because she was low. Shooting at spawn. Oh, I'm gonna back up here. Because if the ball pile drive me, their Tracer could have one-clipped me. I've seen what bronze Tracers can do. I fear what silvers can do. Because it would be even better. You saw there, I wasn't close enough for the Winston recognized, hey, this Zen is fucking shit up. So he tried to jump on me, but I already knew he might jump on me. So I wasn't in his jump damage range. If Winston lands on top of you and you're playing Zen, you can die so fast, it's not even funny. Because jump pack, I think, does 50 damage. And if they're good, they're going to melee before they land, and they're going to zap you in the air. So you will lose, they will burst you down for like 100 damage. And that's just upon the landing. After that, they'll just zap you. I think it's his cannon's like 60 DPS, so you'll die in less than 2 seconds. Oh god. I think they know. They suspect. But how do they suspect? What did I do? What did I do? How did they know? Because not dying, I mean, it can be a sign of a smurf, but it's not a sure indicator. Maybe it was a kill cam and they saw that how I placed my right clicks and they would randomly die. Because I said in my GM how to get Grandmaster as Zenyatta guide. A lot of Zenyatas, even in Masters, don't, you know, just place their right click somewhere that might get a kill. They just like maybe they're just not used to it, but like they shoot like above head level. Sometimes they just shoot like stomach level. I mean, even I shoot stomach level sometimes because I'm not used to it, or not used to it, but it's hard. But or sometimes they like swing. A lot of times I see them like they even shoot the wall, and if I shoot the wall here, it's literally impossible for you to get a kill from someone coming here. So just think about that. Oh, if there's a Torb turret, I love shooting the Torb turret. Oh my god. They have a Widow, and I stood still. They switched to Widow. Okay. How am I going to play differently against Widow? Literally just press AD. And if she looks at you, take cover. If she's looking at someone else on your team, then you can peek out and try to kill her. Either with right click or left click, both work. When she's scoping in, that's such a good time to try to shoot her, because she's moving very slowly, and you can aim at her head. Actually, with Widow, you don't want to aim like at her character model's head. I find it's much easier to land headshots on her if you aim at her hair. Because if you aim at her hair, there's no chance you're gonna hit like her neck or her boobs or something. She has big boobs, so that hitbox, yeah, see here? I aimed at basically the hair. Maybe I did aim the head there, but anyway. And I pressed AD, and she couldn't land the shot. And I'm gonna trans. This is huge. And their Widow switched. Oh, okay. How do you play against Doom? I've never played against the Silver Doom before because when I was in Bronze, Doomfist wasn't in the game. But, in general, I play... They're the same thing as Winston. You just place yourself somewhere where he can't land on you. The thing about Doom is often, if we're talking about like a rollout, and this is for like, not silver players, but like some Doom players in like plat and above, I'd say, they know these things called rollouts, right? But they can only do those if they know where you are. Otherwise, they're just guessing. And they'll just roll out in the middle of nowhere. They'll land in like the middle of nowhere. So all you gotta do is just not be where the rollout goes. Oh, that's a huge EMP. She got all of them. Remember what I said about like, if they don't have their cooldowns, they're weaker versions of their heroes? Well, Sombra does that on all of them. It forces it. So EMP is pretty good. Okay, let's see the SR go up. We win these! Yeah, I don't think anyone thinks I'm a Smurf. I can understand, like, getting irritated if, like, there's this DPS or, like, who's, like, aimbotting or like, obviously smurfing and hitting all headshots. That could be, like, just frustrating to deal with. But when it's a Zen, it'll just feel like any other loss. No one can have any clue.